Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be solving a very interesting SQL problem. I'm using MS SQL Server here, as you can see. This can also be solved in MySQL and Postgres. So first, let us take a look at the table that we have. We have product name, quantity and city. So this looks like a fashion brand, and they have different warehouses in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and these are the quantities of the products available after a particular day's sale, right? So what we are supposed to do here is pivot this table and have the columns with the city names, right? So for each product we have the city names, and the quantity is the values that are present within this pivoted table, right? So for that, what we have to do first is let us see how many different cities are present here. So that is the first step. So we get to know here that we've got Bangalore, Delhi and Mumbai. So we are using select distinct city from the products table. So that is the first step when it comes to seeing what are the different column names that we should be using, right? So after that, we'll be using the case statements, right? So if we directly use case statements, for example, I'll just remove this sum for now. All right. So let us see using the case statements what results we get. So this first method is using the case statements. So let us see how we can solve it using this. So when we have the city equals to Delhi, then we'll be printing the quantity present. If it's not Delhi, it will be 0. So that is how the new table will look like. So first of all, let's see. Okay, so this is the output that we have obtained, right? But what we want is we want a summarized table, right? So for that, what we have to do is in the next step we have to aggregate everything, right? So we have to aggregate. We can use sum, minimum, average, anything. But what sum does here is, in case we have different rows with the same value, like t-shirt and Delhi, for example, we have another row. Sum adds up everything. So sum is the best aggregation function that is possible here. So let us see. Okay. So now we have obtained the required table, right? So this was the most simple method that we can use to create a table like this, a pivoted table like this in SQL. So this works for all the different SQL RDBMS like Postgres and MySQL. But there is also another method. Let me show you. So this works only on MS SQL Server. So this method is using this function called as pivot, right? A pivot operation. It's not a function, it's an operation, by the way. So here what we are doing here is first of all we should be writing this inner query, right? So let's execute this, right? So these are the different table names. This is the starting table that we have, and we'll be giving it a name called a source table, and from there we'll be selecting the product name, and we shall be naming these tables with the city names like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. So we can either use apostrophe here, or we can also use the square bracket, right? We can use quotes or square bracket here, right? So after doing that, we'll be pivoting that, and what is the value that we want within the table? That is quantity, right? So for that, we'll be summing the quantity. We have to aggregate that quantity, and for cities in these different cities. So that is the method that we have here. Okay, but here we are getting null values also. So for improving that, we can use coalesce also, coalesce or is null.